morning students. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Myself Rachna Shukla is coming again with part 2 of subject maths standard 9 and our chapter is ongoing, lesson number 14, statistics. In the earlier part we have studied about what is statistics, the terms, the basic terms of statistics and the main things where the statistics are used. Then we studied about tally marks, frequency, how to put the frequency and how to put the tally marks. In this part, we will study about the next topic, that is measures of central tendency. What we will study? Measures of central tendency. There are three measures of central tendency, that is mean, median and mode. Which are the three measures of central tendency, students? The three measures of central tendency are mean, median and mode. See, in 8th standard you have already studied the basic concepts of mean, median and mode. But I will tell you in detail and we will study much more sums of all the three parts. Now what is mean? Mean means actually the average. What is the meaning of mean? Mean means average. Median. Median means the middle term. Middle term of the data. For finding out median, first you have to arrange the data either in ascending order or into descending order. Then you have to find the median. Median means exactly the middle term of the data. Then the mode. What is the meaning of mode? Mode means the term which occurs maximum times. What is the meaning of mode? Mode means the term or the number that occurs maximum number of times than any other number in the data, that is known as mode. So you can note down these three things in your notebook. The measures of central tendency in statistics are mean, median and mode. The meaning of mean is average. The basic how you find average, that is known as mean. Then comes median. Median means the middle term and mode. Mode means the term which occurs or the number which occurs maximum number of times. So students, you can note down these things in your notebook. After that we will start the topic mean in detail. So note down these things. The definition of mean. What is the meaning of mean in detail? Define mean. Mean is the sum of the values of all observations divided by the total number of observations. I repeat once again, students, what is the meaning of mean? Mean is the sum of, sum means total. Mean is the sum of the values of all observations sum of all observation upon total number of observations. This is the formula of mean. I repeat, mean equal to sum of all observations upon total number of observations. Now you can write mean in a letter, that is the Greek letter, which is known as sigma. Sigma means total. What is the meaning of sigma? Sigma means total or the summation. Mean is x bar. What is the meaning of mean? Mean can be represented as x bar. This is the line above x is termed as bar. That is x bar. X bar equal to sigma xi upon n. This is the formula of mean. X bar equal to sigma xi upon n. Now what is x bar? X bar is mean. What is sigma xi? Sigma xi means, sigma means total. That means sum. Xi means all observations, summation or the total of all the numbers upon n. N means the total number of observations. By this method you will find the mean. Now we will have two different examples of mean. Meanwhile, you note down the definitions, the formula and the short formula in your fair note. Your first question is, find the mean. And the numbers are then 7, 13, 20 and 15. This is your question. For finding out the mean, students, we will first write down the formula of the mean. That means you will write mean equal to sum of the observations. I am writing in short, but you will write the whole thing. Sum of the observations upon number of the observations. Now what are the observations? The data given here, the numbers given here are your observations. That is 10 plus 7 plus 13 plus 20 plus 15. You have to total up or you have to sum up your data like this way and down number of the observation. How many numbers are there, students? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So down you will write 5. Now total up these 5 numbers. You will get 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 and 65. You will get 65 upon 5. So your answer will be 13. What you will get your answer? Answer will be 13. This is the way how you will calculate mean. You can also write like this way. X bar equal to sigma xi upon n. That means sigma xi means the total, which means 65 upon 5, 13. X bar equal to 13. This is the another method. The same thing you can write either this way or either this way. Both the things are correct, students. Repeat once again. X bar equal to sigma xi upon n. What is sigma? Sigma means total. Total of what? Total of xi's. Xi's are these 5 terms. Upon n. N means 5. This is 5. Why? Because the answer of your x bar. Now we will see another sum of finding mean but with frequency. So in that we will use another method. Okay, note down the sum. Your second sum is find the mean. Again you have to find the mean and your question goes on like xi, that is in marks 10, 20, 36, 40, 50, 56, 60, 70, 72, 80, 88, 92 and 95. Frequency, that is number of students. The number of students are the number of students are 1, 1, 3, 4, 3, 2, 4, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3 and 1. See students, this is your question. Find the mean. Two columns are given. One is the xi, that is the marks of the students, and other is the frequency, that is the number of students. So in this case, when there are two columns and frequency is given, so the formula for finding out mean is x bar equal to sigma fi xi upon sigma fi. I will explain you each and everything. X bar. X bar means mean. What is the meaning of x bar? X bar means mean. Sigma fi xi. That means first you have to find the column that is fi xi. Means you have to multiply both these columns. 10 ones are 10. 20 ones are 20. Like this way you will multiply the column this with this column and you will note down your answer here. I am writing the answers of all these things here. You will calculate and write down the answers. 36 threes are 108. 44s are 160. 53s are 150. 56 twos are 112. 64s are 240. Then 280, 72, 80, 176, 276 and 95. Once again, first of all you will multiply this and this column, these both column. 10 ones are 10, 20 ones are 20, 36 threes are 108, 44s are 160, 53s are 150, 56 twos are 112, 64s are 240, 74s are 280, 72 ones are 72, 80 ones are 80, 88 twos are 176, 92 3s are 276, 95 1s are 95. This is your third column, that is Fi Xi. Which is this column? Fi Xi. Now, you have done Fi Xi. Total up Fi Xi. That means sigma Fi Xi. Here, total. Your total will be 1779. You will write down here, but I don't have space, so I written here 1779 will be your sigma Fi Xi. And then you will total up the frequency column. Your frequency column, the total will be 30. Again I am writing here because I don't have space. You will total up here at the bottom. Total up this, that is 30. That is sigma Fi. Sigma means total. Sigma Fi. This is the total of this column and this total of this column. Then X bar. We will put sigma Fi Xi here. That means 1779. 1779 upon 30. Then simply you will divide 1779 with 30. 1779 with 30. And finally you will get your answer. That is what you will get will be your answer. This is another method of finding out mean when the data is with frequency. Number of frequencies are given. The formula is sigma Fi Xi upon sigma Fi. Sigma Fi Xi means Xi and Fi column will be given. You have to multiply both these columns. What you have to do? You have to multiply these columns like 10 ones are 10, and then the whole thing, by multiplying both these columns you will get the whole thing Fi Xi. What you will get? Fi Xi. Then make the total of that thing here at the bottom. Total of Fi at the bottom, and then you will put the things in the formula sigma Fi Xi upon sigma Fi. These are the two formulas which the sums will come in your 9th standard of May. Now I will write down both the formulas on the board. You will note down in your fair book. The first formula we studied about mean was mean of ungrouped data. What was the first formula? Mean of ungrouped data. That was x bar equal to sigma xi upon n. This is the formula for finding out mean when simply the numbers are given in a line. It does not matter how many numbers are there, but when the numbers are given in a line, you have to put this formula sigma xi upon n. That is, the data is ungrouped data. Now, finding out mean of the data with frequency. Mean of the data with frequency. So for this the formula is x bar equal to sigma Fi xi upon sigma Fi. See, this was the second formula which I taught you, the column xi, fi, then fi, xi. This formula you will use when there is frequency given in your data. The data will be given, that will be xi, then fi. That means fi, xi. You have to multiply that thing and divide it by sigma fi. These two formula will be used for finding out the mean. So please note down very carefully these both formulas. So your today's topic for me is completed with both the examples. Now your two topics are left for this chapter, that is median and mode, which we will see in the next part. But students, I wanted to give you some useful information that for math subject you have to prepare two notebooks. You all are aware with my method. So you have to prepare two notebooks, that is one notebook for examples and one notebook for your fair book. We don't know when schools will reopen, so we will plan our lessons accordingly and we will start studying as we were studying in our classroom. So please prepare two notebooks, that is one for example and one for your fair note, that is exercise book. And my today's homework is, I am noting down the homework on the board. Please submit it today itself, the homework, and you have to do that homework in your example book and exercise book. Now onwards daily I will mention the homework in which book you have to do, so you will be clear that where you have to do your homework. So today's homework is, I am writing down here. Please note down the homework. Students, we have completed the chapter number 15. Before this statistics, that was probability. All of you might easily know that chapter probability, but we forget to complete our fair book and our example book. So I am giving you that homework. So if we will start completing the next lesson, there will not be burden on you of completing the books. So your today's homework is not of statistics but of probability, which you have to complete your fair books. The homework is lesson number 15, probability. In that example book, it was very small chapter, so it will be easy for you to complete. Example book, you will write 1 to 10 examples. No questions. See carefully here. No need of writing the questions. You will just write down the answers, 1 to 10 examples, and I prefer that you note down the answers as a part of your test, so it will be easy for you and the whole lesson probability will be completed. So please students, do not copy directly from your textbook, but either write down these examples as a part of your test. Note, see the question, then put the cover on your answers and write down the answers yourself. So in example book, 1 to 10 examples, no questions, only answers. That means your example book will be completed with chapter 15 probability. Then exercise book or the fair book. You will make make a fair book, and in that fair book exercise 15.1 question number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 11. You will do this much sums in your exercise book, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 11. Other sums is no need of doing the other sum. So your homework for today is in example book 10 examples, and in fair book you will do this many sums, that is 15.1, and you will click the photos of this example book and fair book and submit it today in your WhatsApp group. I mention again, make one example book as you were making in 7th and 8th standard. The same method goes on 9th standard. Make one example book, make one fair book. All the examples we will do in the example book, and all the sums of exercise we will do in the fair book. Okay students, now I will come back again with part 3 of the chapter statistics, and we will discuss about median and mode.